Hello, my name is Matthew Wilmsen, and I'm here today to talk to you about having a hurricane survival kit. Now, a lot of people may think that having a hurricane survival kit is not necessary, but I want to share with you from personal experience that having a 72-hour kit or a hurricane survival kit is something that you definitely need to do. I was in Houston, Texas in 2008 during Hurricane Ike. I was 75 miles from the coast, and I didn't think that anything was going to happen. I thought maybe there would be some wind, some rain, and that would be it. I watched the storm on the news with some interest, but like I said, wasn't expecting anything big. 2 a.m. came, the lights went out, power was lost all over town. I looked around for a flashlight. I found one, but the batteries were almost dead. And then I thought, well, I'll light a candle. Well, I found a candle, but I couldn't find the matches to light it with. So I was in the dark all night, and then morning came. I figured I better go out and look for some supplies at the grocery store. Got in the car, drove to the store, pulled up, and the manager was standing outside, shaking his arms, waving people away, frantically saying, the entire store is empty, there's nothing left, go away. I had no idea that this would happen. I was completely unprepared. Could this happen to you? It could. Are you ready for it? You better be, because it's a position you do not want to find yourself in. It's very scary. Now, you may ask yourself, what is a 72-hour kit? What's in a kit like that? Maybe just some water and some food. It's actually pretty in-depth, but it's something, once I go through a lot of the things that are in it, you're going to realize that this is something that you need. First thing, the state of Colorado has issued, some guidelines for its citizens that kind of dictate what should be in an emergency kit, an emergency 72-hour kit. And that is water, 1 gallon of water per person per day. So if you've got a family of 4 like myself, that's 12 gallons of water. Also, you think you need some food, right? Well, the stuff out of your fridge is going to go bad in a day or two as you lose power. So you're going to need preserved food, whether it's canned or dried. So they always say, protein or granola bars, trail mix, dried fruit, or canned tuna, beans, canned beef, those little Vienna sausages, and make sure, you may think that the little pop-top cans are good, but a lot of times they break the seals, so they always say make sure you get sealed cans. So what does that mean? You need a can opener. You may have a pantry full of canned goods, but if you don't have a can opener, you're hungry. The next big thing in there, you're going to want some juice to keep your electrolytes up, some gum just to help pass the time, and the next thing in that 72-hour kit is going to be clothing. You're going to want clothes for at least 3 days. You don't want to be wearing the same clothes. It may be hard to shower, but you don't want to be wearing the same stinky clothes for 3 days long. So make sure you have some clothes packed in there. You're also going to want all-weather gear, coats, ponchos, that type of thing. You never know what the weather is going to be like. After Hurricane Ike, the hurricane hit, and then the next 2 days, it was tropical rain for 2 days straight, pouring down rain. If you don't have a preparedness kit with rain gear, you could be in serious trouble. The next thing, batteries. Batteries for your flashlight, batteries for your radio. You're going to want a radio because if you have no power, you have no idea what's going on in the world. How long until the power companies come to help you out? How long? Well, you don't know unless you can hear some news. A lot of times you may rely on your phone for that information. Well, after a day or two, your phone goes dead because you don't have a charger to charge it. So make sure you have a radio with plenty of batteries, and make sure those batteries are the same ones that will work in your flashlight, so you don't have to have a bunch of different types of batteries. Candles and matches, preferably waterproof matches. Flares in case you need to signal any type of rescue personnel. Like I mentioned, can opener, a shovel, pen and paper, a pocket knife or a multi-purpose tool like a Gerber tool. All that stuff is going to come in extremely handy if you're stuck without power, without any type of help for three days at least. Also, medication. If you're on any type of medication, make sure you've got at least 3 days supply of that medication stashed away. The last thing you want to have happen is for something bad to hit, a hurricane to roll in, and you ran out of your medication the night before thinking you were going to go to the pharmacy and pick it up. Well, guess what? The next day, pharmacy's closed. You also want to make sure you have a 24-hour emergency contact, someone you can reach out to after the storm hits, because you may think phone lines are down. Well, chances are anyone calling into the disaster area won't be able to reach you, but you will be able to call out to them, whether on a payphone, again, cell phone. That's hoping that you can find power with your cell phone, but again, you want to make sure that you have an emergency contact to reach out to. Now, this all takes a little bit of planning. You can't just suddenly go to the store tomorrow and just expect to have an emergency preparedness kit put together. You want to take some time and plan this out, and make sure you put it someplace that's easy to grab. I have mine in a couple old duffel bags left over from the Army. Real easy to grab. I can carry each one. My wife can have another one. We can put them in the trunk. So make sure you have them in something that you can carry easily. Now you may think, I'm not near the coast. I'm not going to have a hurricane. Well, okay, earthquake, fire, anything that might cause you to evacuate. Even the United States government says that there are countries out there that have the ability to hit our country with what's called an electromagnetic pulse, which would eliminate our power grid. No power. So think about that. You want to make sure you're prepared. Also, this can be caused by solar storms. So they're expecting some severe solar storms to hit over the next couple years. So our entire power grid could be affected there. Bottom line, you need a hurricane survival kit or a 72-hour kit, because you never know when you may need to live without power for 3 days. Thank you.